day of school, I held back my tears, watched her face scroll through the passing years, scraped up knees and broken hearts. I was a steady through every start. She learned to stand on her own 2 feet, yet I still see the small hands I used to keep. She's my little girl, my whole world. From the very start, she's had my heart.
Greg.
When the world gets too big and life gets way too hard, no matter what life she chooses, she's still my little girl.
Dallas.
Now she's gone chasing dreams on her own, late night calls from a far off phone. She's bold and brave, she doesn't need my hand, but in my eyes she's still that little girl I understand. She can't.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, in my heart she's still full.
What's up, Caleb? Welcome.
Today she walks down that island wide, a wedding veil in the morning light. Her hand slips into another strong and true.
All people come here.
And I feel the little girl I always
to
knew.
break the curse.
The world, she's a woman who can stand alone, but in my heart she'll always need her home. She's my little girl, my whole world. From the very start, she's had my heart. But when the world gets too big, life gets way too hard, no matter what life she chooses, she's still my little girl to lose. Messy hair and dirt-stained shoes, no matter how old, she's still my little girl to lose.
Yeah, that one is a pretty rough one to write, but no, she hasn't heard it yet. I'm pretty sure she'll cry. I kind of want to save it for her though, for a little bit. Maybe when she gets a little older, I'll play it for her.
Damn, son,
But
where'd you
yeah, I
find
wrote that
this?
one a couple nights back, and then I wrote this one because it has to do with my relationship with Jesus. I know that some people are kind of weird about that, but this is definitely my relationship with Jesus. So I wrote this song a couple weeks ago.
I asked for strength, and the storm rolled in. Thunder in my chest, rain on my skin. Every trial cut deep, every tear I cried built me up where the weak parts died. I got nothing I wanted, but everything I needed. The road was rough, my heart had heated. The voice that said, child, keep believing. I got nothing I wanted, but everything I needed. I asked for wisdom. He said,
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
questions fell like summer rain. And every wrong turn taught me grace. I found the truth in a weary place. I got nothing I wanted, but everything I needed. The weight I carried, Lord, I pleaded. Now I see the garden where the weeds were seeded. I got nothing I want, but everything I need. I asked for love, broken hearts that came at a cost. In their eyes I saw my own reflection. Love's not ease, it's resurrection. I asked for courage, he gave me fear. Said walk through the fire, I'll meet you here. And when I asked for fortune's hand, he gave me soul, said work the land. Got nothing I wanted, but everything I needed. Through the pain, my soul receded. Now I thank the hand that gently pleaded. You'll get nothing you wanted, but everything you needed. So if you pray tonight, don't pray for ease, pray for roots that brave the breeze. God don't give what we demand, he gives the tools to understand.
Okay, so I wrote that song not too long ago. So yeah, I mostly write country music these days, obviously, because I love country music. I love 90s country music specifically. What's up, Otto? Welcome to the stream. Brazil! This one I wrote a few months ago. Jane's heard this one. This is when I wasn't as good as a writer as I possibly could have been, but it's not a bad track. Got a good hook. What's up, Sammy? Welcome.
From down the road lost his wife last spring. Says he don't understand why life brings such pain. But I've seen him helping neighbors when their crops won't grow. Mary's boy came home broken.
We have to do the raw recording soon, Caleb, probably. Called the Little Desert Band. They're a couple of friends. I'm probably gonna vocalize them though myself. I've been writing songs for since I was like 11, but I've produced a few songs for people, kind of like ghostwriting sometimes. You like this one? Yeah, this is a good one.
Since I was 17, made mistakes that haunt me in places I ain't been. The Sunday morning light still finds me kneeling by my bed. Preacher says the strongest steel goes through the hottest fire, and the deepest wells of water come from digging through the mine. Guess that's why the broken ones keep getting back up. But he loves his broken things, finds the beauty in the pain. When the world sees only stains, he sees diamonds in the rain. Maybe those who hurt the most are the ones he holds most close. Yeah, he loves his broken things. When I see the scars we carry, wonder if they're medals for the battles we've been fighting, and nobody else could handle. Loves his broken things, finds the beauty in the pain. When the world sees only stains, he sees diamonds in the rain. Maybe
Alright, so I'm gonna play one more. I don't like this song. I know it's kind of weird to say that, but I don't like the way I wrote the lyrics on the song. It feels like it's missing something, but a lot of people telling me it's really good. But I'm gonna play it for you anyways. I might have to, if I'm gonna do the raw recording of it, I might have to rewrite it a bit for myself, but I'll play it for you anyways. So let me know what you think. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I thought she was the one. Lord, I swore it on a ring. I'd had the preacher book the band and everything. But she walked out on Friday, left her dress and dreams behind. I cursed the sky till I ran out of tears and wine. But time's got a way of showing you race. When you're looking back on yesterday's mistakes. I thank God for broken hearts, for tearing mine apart, 'cause it led me down the road to where the real love starts. If she hadn't said goodbye, I'd have never seen the light. Sometimes the good Lord's mercy's hard to spot. Yeah, I thank God for broken hearts. I met her in a diner off of Highway 85. She smiled and said, "Hello, Lord, that changed my life." She knew the pain of losing, but her touch was soft and kind. That's when I knew heaven takes its sweet time. Funny how the pieces only fit after every wrong turn leads you right to it. Now I thank God for broken hearts, tearing mine apart, 'cause it led me down the road to where the real love starts. If she hadn't said goodbye, I'd have never seen the light. Sometimes the good Lord's mercy's hard to spot. Yeah, I thank God for broken hearts. Every star's a story, every loss a sign. What I thought was ending was His plan in disguise. So I thank God for broken hearts. They're blessings from the start. Every tear I cried just played its part. If I hadn't lost her love, I'd have never found enough to know what real love truly is and why it starts. Yeah, I thank God for broken hearts. Now I see the reason, clear as the morning star. Thank God for broken hearts.
There you go. It's your first taste of the Little Desert Band. So hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But yeah, that's like, I think I need to write 3 more songs and then I'll have a full album. That move is ridiculous. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. So how's everybody doing, man? What's going on, guys? What are you guys up to? How are things? What kind of trouble you guys getting into? Hmm? Let's change the pace here. Play the other song? Yeah, I can play it for you. Alright, let's go ahead and play it again real quick. Then come back to it. This song, let's see, I Choose You is the one you're talking about, right? Yeah, I'll play it again one more time. Well, this is the, and then I gotta hold them off until I'm done with rating the rest of them.
If life was a longer road full of turns I didn't know, and every
I Choose You is
mile
what it's called.
led me somewhere new. If I met you in another time under some other sky, darling, my heart would still know what to do. I'd choose you in 100 lifetimes or two, in 100 worlds where dreams come true. Fate rewrote the stars above, I'd still be falling in your love. Through every chance, every view, darling, I'd find you. And I choose you.
Back a Dula, welcome, dude.
Maybe I'd be a cowboy riding out on the plains, or a drifter watching the midnight train. But no matter where the story ran, I'd end up reaching for your hand. I choose you in 100 lifetimes or two, in 100 worlds where dreams come true. If fate rewrote the stars above, I'd still be falling in your love. Through every road I'd ride through, darling, I'd find you. And I choose you. Maybe time could spin the reel, change the way the good Lord deals, but I know what my soul would do. It'd let me straight back home to you. I choose you when the sky turns gray or blue, when the good days fade and the hard ones bloom. And I had to start this life anew. There's no doubt what I'd still do. Through every dawn, every view.
It's like the perfect song for you, huh? It's great.
I choose you. Yet any world and any time, your heart would still be mine. And I choose you.
Yeah, I'll send that one to you. I will. I'll send that one to you. You like it that much. You just can't copyright it, Jane. You hear me? Because I'll get mad at you. It's not like I can't write another, you know, but... You play for Scott. Hope he likes it. Alright, so I'm just gonna play some punk music. We'll change it over a little bit. But yeah, so I just want to know how you guys are doing. How's it going today? I hope you're having a blessed day. I hope things are going well for you. Welcome to the stream. A little bit of punk music. We'll change it right now, though. We'll change it up here and here, here and there. Metal, punk, country, electronic, all kinds of stuff. So, what's up, Don? Welcome. That's still intellectual property, yep. Yeah, I actually might end up just releasing that album. I have a lot of songs I've written that I've sold to people and songs I don't release. Just for myself, really, and for other people. Knows all about copyrights. That's fair. What's up, David? Welcome. Addicting of time, yeah. What's up, Aiden? Welcome. What do you mean, what attempt this is this? There's no attempts. You see those numbers? That's how many have completed. 490 total. There's no attempts, man. Just follow through. Make every comment. You know, your love, that's what happens, lady. Don't feel bad, girl. It happens to everybody. There's nothing wrong with that. We got Broadsword, Falchion, S-Stock, Battle X, Mace. Make her feel better. That's fair. We doing Mace or we doing like Battle X? One for Mace. Oh, by the way, I'm sick again. I don't know if you can tell by my voice. I'll just run Mace. Screw it. Time's up. You're thinking Mace too? Alright, cool. Thanks, Caleb. Yeah, I'm sick again, dude. I can't believe it.
You draw your lines in galaxies a billion miles away. Trace equations through the vacuum. Make beginnings out of play. But I see order in the chaos, not a random cosmic scheme. The fingerprint of purpose woven deep inside the seeds. And I don't buy the story of explosions born from void. A silent spark of nothing, making worlds to be enjoyed. So I choose the first word spoken, the voice that's
Yeah, I'm sick again, girl. I have so Lotus got sick first, and then I got sick, but it's not that bad. It's not like pneumonia bad. It's been a month since I got sick, and now no, maybe like 2 months. But still, I'm still sick again. It's ridiculous.
faith is fiction and the cosmos is the truth. But data's just interpretation, wearing scientific gift. I've read the ancient pages, trace the lineage of dust. A universe created by a maker I can trust. And maybe it's unfashionable, but clarity remains. A guardian in the cradle.
Be constantly sick? Yeah. Usually by the holidays, I'm sick all the time. I don't understand it.
So I choose the first word spoken, the voice that split the dark. Not an accident or rupture, but intention from the start. You can charm the stars forever, but the truth my heart awoke. Creation was in chaos, it began where he first spoke.
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm not gonna get worse too. You're right.
Not a chance. Fire. The man's word. I got no. Yeah, I choose the first word spoken, the voice that split the door. No collision or beginning, just a loving night's buzz. Search the heavens, all you want to trace the theory steps to go. But my face stands unbroken, it began where he first spoke. First word still echoes. What? I was running on empty, lost in my own doubt, then his love broke through. They pulled me out, no shade, no fear, just a brand new start. He lit a spark, but inside my heart, I don't need the crutches. The world ends out. I got a better hope. I've got
What's up, Logan? Welcome. Sudafed and hot tea. Yeah, I don't have Sudafed. I have hot tea though.
Fills my cup. Strength in my bones, joy in my lungs. Jesus Christ, forever know. I walk in the light, yeah, I'm wide awake. Grace is strong, and the ground it shakes. Straight mind, straight heart, I'm living clean. Not by my power, but the love he brings.
We can try some what's it called? Where winds meet later, if you guys really want to see it. I heard it gets better past the beginning. I tried only the beginning, and I was not impressed.
Strength in my bones, joy in my lungs. Jesus Christ, forever know.
So after I finish this run, this 500 run, I'll be focusing more on my book. I really want to focus on my book, man.
Hold fast, we stay together, stand strong. His love is better. He broke the chains, he made us free. Now hope is up. Community.
God damn, yep. I remember too, but not really. It's all a blur now.
Jesus The truth that they won't hear. Choose faith over fear. It falls to the ground. And if it does, this voice was for your benefit, not mine. Remember, for greater is fate. Terror's power is upon death. A fire starts with this last breath. Never give up. Never surrender. Don't let them convince you. Because of the color of your skin or where you came from. We were born and saved. Never give up, never surrender. Faith over fear. They won't have faith over fear. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. Anyone who loves that life will lose it. While anyone who hates their life in this world will keep it. The truth that they won't hear. Choose faith over fear.
No, I haven't been back to Yotai because I'm trying to finish 500 runs, dude.
This voice was for your benefit, not mine.
You know what I'm saying?
Bravery and faith.
I don't have time to enjoy yet. Let's put it that way. I want to finish this. Monkey, get rid of it off my back. You know what I'm saying?
This is for you, Chuck. In a world of contradictions where the lines all blur, where the noise grows louder and the doubts occur, there's a signal in the static, kind of clean and bright, a call into a brotherhood that walks in light, and we're fractured by opinions, by the fiction we consume.
No, I saw the thing for it though.
Unshaken by the shifting of the room. We've gotta come and thread a truth we cannot do. The love of Christ that binds us, me and you. No matter where we stand or where we've been led, we're brothers through the blood. Can share a common thread. You can analyze the systems, you can quantify the needs. Met the moral landscape or the consequence of deeds. But mercy isn't measured on a chart or graph. It's the grace that pulls us upward when we're splitting in half. And the world keeps drawing boundaries, like the edges of a map. But the cross breaks through the borders. They keep trying to adapt. We've got a common thread and truth we cannot do. The love of Christ that binds us, me and you. No matter where we stand or where we've been led, we're brothers through blood. Yeah, we share.
What's up, both Hades? Welcome, dude. Jesus is king, my friend. Praise Jesus. Samurai Squid Game? That sounds pretty good, actually.
Ideology, not friendship history, not triple unity, but something higher.
Yeah, you can still get extra souls. Surprisingly.
It's something resonates in holy fire. We've got a common thread, truth we cannot do. The love of Christ that binds us, me and you. And though the world divides, He unifies instead. We're brothers in His kingdom. We all share a common thread. Yeah, common thread.
PMA all day, guys. PMA. So PMA. You guys familiar with PMA or no? Anybody in chat know what PMA stands for? PMA in the context of social living. It's from the hardcore movement. The LA/New York hardcore movement. Hardcore punk movement. PMA stands for positive mental attitude. Let's change the music a little. Just random this one. Let's see what we got here. Sure, some new metal. I guess everybody likes new metal but me, but it is what it is. If you don't know what I'm talking about the movement, the musical movement new metal that came out in the 2000s. It's NU metal mixed, just literally put together. The two words NU and metal, new metal. So we're talking like, you know, what do you call it? Evanescence, bands like that, basically. Arturo, welcome, dude. PMA all day. Yep. But that's kind of the thing, man. I was big time gatekeepy back in the day, so I didn't like that kind of stuff. I didn't like Evanescence or. And this isn't about like this is definitely something people get bad at. I didn't like Linkin Park. I didn't like Korn. I didn't like Limp Bizkit. There's the divisive hot take there. Jesus is everywhere, my friend.
Until the day breaks, until the darkness flees. come back to me. Complete what was torn apart.
There's a line in the scripture, guys. I don't know if you've ever heard it. Don't give holy things to pigs. I mean, to dogs. The other one is don't let pigs trample pearls. Does anybody understand what that verse means? Yep. Yep. Of course Jane would. P-Leg's mom? Yeah, no, but she's not a spider, though, dude. Oh, telling me about music and then pointing. I'm surprised I liked their new stuff her generation was listening to. That's awesome that you liked it. Yeah, see, I was such a hater back then, Jane. Like, I didn't get into any of it. You know what I mean? Any of it. Like, I never liked any of it. And then, like, recently, I kind of, like, been more exposed to, like, Deftones and stuff, and really got into Deftones for a while. Yeah, I didn't like the beginning. I'm playing it later, though, to give it a chance, because I didn't like the first 5 or 10 minutes of it. It's too cheesy, Nami. Like, it's really, really cheesy. It is a free-to-play game, though, so I can't be too hard on it. Pearls before swine, exactly, Jane, yep. Do not cast pearls before swine because they might be trampled underfoot, right? Yep. That's a daily on the internet, man, for real. It's a very simple teaching, but it's very effective. Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't have that name anymore. We're at immortal status because we're almost at 500 deathless. So we changed the stream. I've been talking about changing the stream name for like almost 2 years, dude. Literally. Woo! Some city pop, baby! Up, Dave? How you been, man? I didn't check your message, dude. Just being honest with you. I'm gonna check it after. Lotus and I got sick again, buddy. So that's why I didn't stream yesterday either. You can kind of hear it in my voice. Music on the stream again? Yeah, me too. It was a rough time for a while. What is the minimum? 12. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, Lotus stayed home from school. She was kind of upset about it. She loves school. That's the thing about it. She was telling me yesterday, she's like, I want to go to school. It's like, you can't, you're sick, kid. She goes, no, but I really want to go to school, Dad. And then she's like, because other kids, they don't like going to school, but I love going to school. The other kids at my school, they don't like it. She goes, and I don't know why, but I love going to school. Trying to convince me to let her go, you know? Like, dang, kid. Alright, I got it. You love school.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
That's a great thing. It is. Yeah, you're not wrong, dude. I was proud of her. Let's see.
I asked for strength, and the storm rolled in. Thunder in my chest, rain on my skin. Every trial cut deep, every tear I cried built me up.
And his house, and woo, and ooh.
Got nothing I wanted.
That's what's missing there, Jen. Ooh.
Road was rough. My heart had heated. The voice that said, child, keep believing. I got nothing I wanted, but everything I needed. I asked for wisdom, he sent me pain. Questions fail.
I'm gonna go get something. I'll be right back. We'll fight the rock again.
And every wrong turn taught me grace. I found the truth in a weary place. I got nothing I wanted, but everything I needed. The weight I carried, Lord, I pleaded. Now I see the garden where the weeds were seeded. I got nothing I want, but everything I need. I asked for love, and he sent the lost. Broken hearts that came at a cost.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
In their eyes, I saw my own reflection.
Ooh!
Love's not easy.
Ooh!
It's resurrection.
Ooh, girl, that's good.
He gave me fear. Said, walk through the fire. I'll meet you here. And when I asked for fortune's hand, he gave me soul. Said, work the land. Got nothing I wanted, but everything I needed. Through the pain,
Shrek, baby!
my soul
I love that Shrek.
faded.
Thank you so much for the follow, Josiah. Peak Souls to you, indeed, sir.
Gently pleaded, you get nothing you wanted, but
Everything you needed.
So if you pray tonight, don't pray for ease. Pray for
I am so
peace
sick,
and
dude. My voice is so jacked.
God don't give what we demand. He gives the tools to understand. Slouched over your chair.
Ooh, that boy. Ooh. Ooh.
Threads gathered.
He's like, I got him now. The button dude got all jacked up. The controller is so busted, by the way. I need to buy a new one. Maybe Santa will bring me one for Christmas. And not a fancy scuff one, because those ones get broken faster than regular controllers. Santa Claus will come to my house and get me a controller. Lotus asked Santa Claus to buy me a tricycle. I don't know why a tricycle. That's what she wants. As soon as she wants me to get a tricycle. I don't know why. Maybe because she wants to go riding. I get it. It makes sense. But it's funny. I've never had a kid ask Santa to get me something before. Maybe she knows I won't buy anything for myself, possibly.
My colors start to break. Do you remember when I kept you warm? Did my fabric ever feel like home to you? Am I just pieces now, torn? Or do you feel it coming apart too? Every fiber once belonged. Was I ever truly strong?
Yeah, she's a sweetie pie, that kid, man. Why do you think I've written like 3 or 4 songs about that kid? Because I love that kid so much.
Thread by thread,
She's a good
your
kid.
silence killed.
Very good kid.
I held you when the world was cold. Now you turn away. I break uncontrolled.
She also makes bracelets and like pens and stuff, and sells them so that she can help pay for dance class. She does that as well. Not only that, she wants to join a group of girls called the American Heritage Girls, and they have this like thing they do every year, I guess, where they try to get donations to get wreaths made for veterans' gravestones during the holidays. That's what she wants to do. She's a very good kid. Very good kid.
Losing shape, but I was yours. trust the process, you know.
That's the funny thing about that, the Terleon, or however you say your name. You know what the change button is? The thing is the message would be wasted anyways if I were trying to preach to you. It's really up to your decisions. All you have to do is change the channel, bro. Whether you believe or don't believe. That's simple. But since it's my stream, I can put whatever I want. That's what it comes down to. And this is what I believe, so. The simple answer is you don't have to be around. Just move on, bro. Christ is King, indeed, sir.
Life is good.
Praise Jesus.
When I trust in you, through the storms you pull me through. In my heart knows who every road leads back to you. Tribulation turned to soul refinement. Used to question everything, now I'm finding that his time is perfect, never been untimely. Sunrise to sunset, great
Spreading lies, well, that's your opinion, like I said. And like I said before, don't give holy things to dogs, so I'm not going to preach to you. Believe what you want.
Life is good when you trust the design. Even when it's hard to see the reasons why. Jesus got me, that's my peace of mind. Every moment was appointed divine.
Life is good, life is good.
Like I said, the only thing it takes is changing the channel. But people love to fight for no reason. That's why I said the thing is, if you like being combative, if you like being in this space where you're arguing, this isn't the spot. I'm not going to argue with you. You can say whatever you want. But it's not in my place to argue with any of you. This is just something that I'm supposed to do because in the book it tells me to take up my cross and not deny Christ, and I won't. Doesn't mean I have to argue with you. Doesn't mean I have to preach to you. If you're not okay with the message of the stream, just leave. It's that simple.
Trust the journey. Trust the plan. Blessings on blessings.
That's what it comes down to. No one's asking you to take my belief, sir. That's why I said you're only here because you want to fight with somebody. What I suggest is go see a psychiatrist to figure out what your actual problems are. That's what I would say. Since I never harmed you in any way, and all I did was do what I was going to do for myself. So there we go, right? Not for you. So... See, there he keeps going. There you go. Same, like I said, that's what he wants. He wants to argue. I'll pray for you. The Terror Rion, I'll pray for you, man. I'll pray for your soul, buddy. Can't fight with a psychiatrist. I mean, you can try, but you'd be wasting your money. TikTok. Do teletext, man. That's the thing about it. People see it and get offended because they think I'm preaching. It's just how my faith tells me to be publicly displayed, man. I have to call the truth out for myself. If I believe in something, I have to put it up there. That's just what the word tells me to do. Whether you agree with it, don't agree with it, that's really up to you. Really what comes down to is whether or not you want to fight for no reason. You're going to be fighting by yourself. I ain't going to fight with you. Kev, you know the thing is, I'm pretty sure there's a group of people that try to fight with their psychiatrist. I know a good few of individuals with Dallas that they're just always combative. It doesn't matter what situation they're in. Like if they could just be going to Hobby Lobby looking for glue and they're looking for a fight, dude. I think that's kind of like some people's natural medium. Is being combative, you know what I mean? It's in a lot of people's nature to be that way. And that's just how it goes sometimes, dude. It's that one friend you can't take anywhere because they're just always causing trouble for no reason, basically. I'm pretty sure there's people that try to fight with their psychiatrist, is what I'm saying, Odellas. Hey, Jane. I gotta get. My voice is so jacked up. I don't know if I can pull it. Let me try. I can't sing it. I want to, but I can't. I was gonna sing a Disney tune. My voice is too jacked up to sing. You also did a Neo when he blocks every single punch against Mr. Smith and totally disinterested in it. Yeah. There's no reason to. There's no reason to fight. That's what it comes down to. Those who want to hear it will hear it, and those who don't won't. That's what it comes down to. But I don't believe in like chasing people down to give them the word, you know? It's like people that want it will receive it, and people that don't will throw it away. Yeah, Mulan song. That's what it comes down to. And the thing is the offer never goes away. It's always there for you if you ever change your mind, you know? But it's never like specifically there to like make you feel a certain way. And if you do feel a certain something, I don't know what that says about you spiritually. That's all I'm gonna say. I think I was like that for a while too, like years ago. But my life was also very sick back then, so yeah, I remember having this drunk conversation with a guy years ago about the very same thing, and I was just brutal with him, like just so brutal about the whole thing because he was a believer and I wasn't back then. Now it's something I regret deeply, you know. But back then I really did like have my convictions a certain way, and I was just brutal to the guy. Granted, he wasn't a good person, you know what I mean? Like I've come to find since recently he has like he wasn't that good of a person, you know, but that still doesn't excuse my behavior back then at all for the way I treated him. I appreciate that, Jane. Thank you. But that's the thing about it, is it's never meant to be harmful per se, you know. I have good friends that are atheists as well, you know, so it's not like I'm preaching to them at all. We usually just talk about other stuff. Well, like, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go into scripture a little bit here, right? There's a part in the book, right, in several accounts where he's being charged. Like, they brought him, you know, in front of the tribunal and, like, Pontius and all that stuff, right? And he doesn't argue. Why doesn't he argue? Why doesn't he explain how he's truly the Son of God, right? Why? Why doesn't he do that? He could easily just do a miracle, explain, and then, you know, try to convert people, right? Why doesn't he say anything? Think about that. He keeps himself silent because he knows what he has to do, right? He already knows the path that's been chosen for him, basically. But it's also because he knows it's a waste. There is a part, too, where he healed Jesse, who was a paralytic who lived on a blanket, basically, near a well. Right? And the Pharisees came to him and told him that, you know, even though he basically did this miracle in front of them, they were calling him a blasphemer because he did it on the Sabbath. They didn't care that he healed this guy who was paralytic at all. They did not care about that. What they cared about was that he did it on a Sabbath. Think about that. No, you're fine. I'll read it. He didn't need to. Yeah, he didn't need to argue with them at all. So think about what that would be wasted on the Pharisees, right? The same thing that would happen when he was persecuted. So, I was 100% atheist maybe 6 months ago. Not that I wasn't spiritual, but being atheist doesn't necessarily mean you don't believe in a higher power if you look at actual definition. So what I'm saying here is that you get the concept confused between atheist and agnostic, Sam. Atheist means you literally do not believe in a divine force whatsoever. Like you believe in a world absent of any divine force. Agnostic means that you're not opposed to the idea and maybe something else does exist. Tell me something about Scott. Fascinating. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with studying. You can be a Christian and study Buddhism. You can be a Christian and study Hinduism. There's nothing wrong with any of that. Just like you can be an agnostic and stuff. And then you've got like the cusps beyond, you know, existentialism, nihilism, you know, which are completely different. Anarchism's different. And I was a bit of both at some point in my life, a bit of all of those little trees of perspective at some point in my life. Definitely a nihilist at one point. Scott is Jewish. That's nice. There's nothing wrong with the Jews. I love the Jews. I love the Jews. I've dated Jews. I have nothing wrong with Jews whatsoever.
sous la lumière, c'est nous deux, hello. Tout s'arrête, sauf nos épaules. Spin around, let go, la la la. Pull me close, oh no, la la la.
Photographer, of course, yeah, for sure. See, because like with me, I have these like problems that I have to get over within the actual confines of the community. So my main gripe is the whole ritualism situation, and I'm not trying to talk ill of the Catholics, for instance, right? Because there's a lot of ritualism in Catholicism, and they're Christian. They're like Orthodox Christian, basically, but I don't believe in ritualism, like at all. I don't believe in ritualism. I believe in grace and faith. That's what I believe in. That, and of course, like the whole righteous perspective thing, which I'm not a fan of. People that make themselves appear to be righteous, I'm not a fan of that either. Where it's like, so I was raised Catholic. You know, I grew up Catholic. I was baptized as a Catholic, and the thing is like I used to like go to church constantly at one point, like for a period of like 2 or 3 years, Catholic church. And there were always these people that were like righteous, like they were like, and they were never at church, right? They were just there on like Palm Sunday. They were there on like Easter and like Christmas, but they were never there during the year, during the seasons, all the seasons of the year. You know, and I'm this tattooed guy who looks like an ex-gang member because I'm an ex-gang member. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a gang member. You know? And I don't look like the most inviting individual that you could possibly meet. But whenever we'd walk in, like me and my my lady at the time, you know, we would greet like the father, and the father was nice to us because he knew us, and the older couples that were involved in the church knew us and they loved us. And like, so they would like greet us specifically, but there'd be a group of righteous individuals that look at us a certain way, like we're trash, you know. But everybody that knew the deal. We were there, you know, because we'd always been going there, you know. And that's kind of the thing that bothers me within the faith itself, is those who think they're righteous, when in reality we're all kind of jaded and done terrible things at one point in our lives, you know. So I don't believe in that whole I'm a righteous person, I'm a good person. If you're saying you're a good person, more than likely you're not a good person. If you have to tell yourself that, more than likely you're not a good person. It's all about your actions, you know what I mean? If you're driving down the road and there's a dude that is stalled out, without asking, without anybody thinking, they pull over and let you help the person, then you know. You don't have to say it out loud. If somebody's going through a hard time and you're there for them, you don't have to say it out loud. So I feel like ritualism makes it stagnant. You know, that's why I don't agree with a lot of it. I don't believe you can be like, you know, a bad person your whole life, and then just because you say a couple phrases and you do a couple rosaries that you're getting into the good graces of God. I don't believe that. I think you have to be able to change completely as a person, emotionally, physically, and truly, deep down inside, be a better person. And just because you live by certain rituals that promise certain things, I don't believe in it. I just don't. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying, it does. That's why I don't like it. The documentary is called Raging Dove on the Attempt at Peace. They ended up a mess. They tried, but peace in Israel and Palestine is more improbable than ever yet. Sadly. But it says it too, that that's bound to happen. You know. Sadly. It's the truth. Yeah, exactly. Like and that's what I said. I'm not talking trash about Catholicism. There's a lot of good Catholics out there, right? Like Jonathan Rumi from The Chosen is a really good Catholic. Jim Caviezel's a really good Catholic. You know, and I'm not talking trash about Catholicism at all. But I think that the traditions become overbearing, like you said, and kind of be more. They end up being more valuable than the true connection of faith to your spiritual element. You know what I mean? If you allow them to be that way.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Truly repent, yeah. Exactly. Seek Souls 2, yes, boy! This game is so good. Yeah, I agree with that one. It does kind of create a structure. I mean, look at Judaism, right? It's been passed down as long as it has been because of the ritualism and traditional tenets to it, which makes sense. It's been passed down for 4,000 years. You know what I mean? That's a great deal of time. So I do agree with that. I just personally don't prescribe to ritualism myself. Can focus the mind. Yes, true. Kind of where I draw the line, though, is if you do this thing, then your outcome will be affected. That's where I draw the line. That's where it gets kind of witchcrafty to me. Like, for instance, my dad wants me to go in what Mexican culture calls a manda. And in manda, what it is it's a Catholic thing where, let's say you want better financial stability or something like that, right? And what you do is you do this walk. Some people do it like on their knees. Some people do it like barefoot to a church, from one church to another, right? And like in doing so, their wish is magically granted by God. Okay? That's where I kind of draw the line in ritualism, is because it feels witchcrafty to me. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I draw the line. And like, I have nothing against my dad's faith. He's a good man. It's just that part of it I won't partake in, pretty much. I choose not to.
Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged.
And with what measure you make, it shall be measured to you again.
Yeah, that's Mexican Catholicism, yeah. It's like deeply rooted into Santeria somewhat, depending on who you know and the people that are part of the culture. So it's like Santeria slash like Catholicism. Santeria means the worship of the saints, but a lot of people twist it and it becomes like black magic depending on who you talk to.
Thou hypocrites, cast out the beam. Out of the fire iron, it shall not secretly cast out the Lord. Out of our brother's eye, which is only unto the door. Cast it on thrones before swine, as they trample them onto the feet, until the day of great judge. And it shall be given you seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you.
Exactly, Odalis. That's why I don't prescribe to it. Because it's not our will, it's his will, right? So, hence why I don't agree with it. Thailand comes to mind? It makes sense in Thailand too, yeah. Money's the root of all evil, I agree. Because even he says it in the book to the rich guy, right? Remember? Sell all your possessions and give it to charity, basically. Some, of course, are bestowed easier than others, but... That's why I say that.
Damn, son.
Because I know
where'd you
people
find
that's what
this?
they do. Like, they will get, like, a San Lloris, St. Judas candle. And, like, you know, they set up an altar and then they worship St. Lloris and ask for finances and riches. almost like a traditional Mexican type thing. It doesn't really feel Catholic or Christian even. It feels like it's older. And then they expect the saint to provide by God's grace. And it's kind of like, it's the reason why I'm against prosperity preaching, man. Same reason. Because there's santeros and santeras, they do the same thing. They say, you pay me this amount of money, I'll give you divine protection. I'll grant all your dreams and wishes. And that it's not the truth at all on any level. Like, and if you do get something from them and it does happen the way they say it, dude, that can't be the power of God, bro. Just being honest with you. There's something darker going on there. Yep, exactly. Leave it. In current culture, fear of loss of possessions and finances is a terrible barrier to people leaving toxic relationships. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. You know what I mean? It's also the vetting. Like the process of vetting. Like who you're going to spend this amount of time, you know, with. Is kind of a, I don't know. It's almost taboo nowadays. You know what I mean? People get mad because they're like, "Oh, your preferences are too high." But what's up? What's up, Akadula? Welcome. You know what I mean? Because like, if you think about it, like, and I'm not saying that the old ways are the best possible way to find a mate, but if you don't have common ground, at least on a spiritual level, things are going to be rough, somewhat. You know what I mean? And like the culture I grew up in, it was basically girls getting pregnant at 12 years old, staying with dudes even though they're abusive, because the only opportunity they had is with this abusive man. You know what I mean? Or guys staying with a woman because they trapped them into a birth of a child that's not at the fault of the child, it's their fault for doing it. You know, so like, that's kind of the problem with modern society, is that there's no vetting anymore for mates. It's just, you make me feel good, you're kind of sexy and I like your butt. You know what I mean? I've decided you're the one, and it's like, it's got to go deeper than that. I'm guilty of being a person like that. You know, I'm guilty of being in that situation myself. That's why we both ended up verbally, emotionally, and physically abusive towards each other, because we grew up in a part of our society that happens, and it's just constant teen pregnancy, getting locked in, being abusive emotionally, verbally, physically.
Darkness, you're beside me. Your skin's still warm from yesterday's war. Every scar tells me a story of all the battles you've died for. I trace your face in morning sunlight. Wonder if you dream it all. How do you love someone who's mortal when forever's all you know?
Jane.
You've known, immortal tomato.
The crazy thing too is I made myself get into that situation too. You know, of course I was young and I didn't know any better, and I can make as many excuses as I possibly want till my face is blue. But the reality is I put myself in that situation, man. I can't avoid the truth of it. It's the absolute truth. You know? I don't regret my children. I just regret the situation I put them through to be there in the first place. And then there are people like this dude I used to know named Scott, man, and Scott was just, ugh. He's a friend of mine, and I probably wouldn't be a friend of mine nowadays, but Scott is a dude from Fort Worth, Texas. Scott had 14 children with 12 different women. And he was a shisty, shady kind of individual. And like back then, like, so he met a woman in Arizona. He moved to Arizona for her. And then he convinced the woman that he was with at the time so that he could go back to Fort Worth, Texas, to see his baby mama, seduce her, and get himself pulled off of child support, because in Fort Worth at the time, in Texas, if you got pulled off child support, you couldn't be put back on child support. And she was okay with him going to seduce this other woman as long as he got taken off of child support. And these are the kind of individuals I knew growing up, man. I'm telling you right now. I don't know him now. He's probably got more children now than he did before, but
Hands wrapped around my knees, skin burned red by rough water, rougher sky. I count each second between thunder, wishing lightning would carve my shape in the sand. Can you hear me? Or is my quiet swallow folded into the endless hiss? Everything that matters gets wetter, heavier, quieter still. I stay. Reflection blurred in gray water. Old worries, new silence. Salt in my mouth, rain in my hair. Scream my name at the waves. They won't remember anyway. Drowning out everything I am. The sun never learned my name. Maybe you're out there somewhere. Maybe waiting, or maybe you never were. I try to make myself louder through run. The challenge of the louder through run itself into nothing. The color trade from the world. Same sky, one steady ache. I keep pouring my weight into the rain. It never overflows. Scream my name at the waves. They won't remember anyway. I leave myself on the sand. The shore never learned my name. All the words I lost, washed out, blown under. Still here, still I turn my face to night.
so I can see why this went wrong. Similar to the phrase, when the mistress becomes the wife, it creates a vacancy. True. Horrible behavior. They do that to others. Will be done unto. Yep. True that. But you're not wrong, man. Yep. That's why, like, it's like it literally is one of those, like, you haven't really, like, when you choose to remain ignorant, that becomes your choice. I've said this before. I knew there was a better way to live. I knew from the time I was a teenager that there was a better way to live. But I chose to stick out what culturally I had been, predisposed to. And that was my choice to do that, so it was really my fault. Really, it was. I could go ahead and, like, blame my ex for all the bad stuff. The reality is I knew what I was getting into because I chose to be there. I chose to do that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. Yeah, but see, that's the thing about it. You've technically had 50 years to vet that man. You know what I mean? There's no surprises in that sense. Like, you already know what's up with him. You know? It's different than if you're like, you barely met some dude who's had 50 years of history you don't know about. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the thing about it. Growing up in an urban environment, life was like that. Like, well, by the time I was 12 years old and I was in middle school, these guys already had a hookup for a girl you could lose your virginity to. You know what I mean? And it wasn't a good experience because it ended up being like a gang thing. It wasn't like finding love and being like, oh, it's my first time. No, it wasn't like that at all. It was borderline, you know, abuse, basically. If not complete abuse, really. You know what I mean? Charleston Gate? No, I never heard of it. What is that from? Charleston Fence? No, I've never heard of it. Might be enriching to know about it, though. Yeah, that's how it goes with that stuff. It's disgusting. You know? Yeah. And of course, you're reviewed as less than a man if you didn't do what they wanted you to do. You know? Like on a violent level, too. It wasn't like, oh, you're gonna get ostracized. No, they would take you out and beat you up. physically harm you for not partaking, basically. There was a guy in middle school, 12 years old, who was told to wear a certain color of shoelaces. He didn't wear the shoelaces that they told him to, so what they did was they ganged up on him, a group of like 12 dudes, and just beat the living crap out of him. That's what would happen to you, where I grew up. And then, of course, if you wanted their respect, you couldn't say anything about who did it to you. You had to just swallow it. Redirected you. Bear. That's a good thing to do. But it's funny because there are a lot of things that happen in the modern world that are a bit too much, and I agree, like, there's too much padding on a lot of stuff. There are bad things, though, that don't belong in this world, though. I agree with some of that. Like, I don't think everything should be woke, per se, but I think with, like, a tender hand, things should be evaluated here and there. You know what I mean? Two types of people. One sees a fence and says, it is in the way. I must remove it because it's blocking me. One who sees the fence and asks, why is it there? And sees the bull. Carlson's fence is a principle advised against removing or changing something without first understanding its purpose. Emphasizes the importance of recognizing reasons behind existing systems or traditions before interesting. I did not know that. I'm gonna have to do some research on it. Might be an interesting essay to write actually for school. Is that a philosophical thing or is that like is that psychological? Damn, that's terrible, Jane. I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough. That's why it wasn't easy being me growing up, man. Like, if I showed any weakness whatsoever, I was done for. And it was like, you could be like, oh, well, it's just a group of neighborhood kids. No, man, this is my own family doing this, too. You know, it's both sides of it. Because my cousins are all heavily involved in gang violence and all that. And, you know, it's not like I could not be around my family. Because I had to be around them all the time. So it took a lot of changing, man. Like, a few years back, more than a few years ago. So like I said, I'm a registered gang member to law enforcement. And I mean, I used to be ashamed to talk about it, but now I'm not. But there was a murder that happened. And I was questioned for it. You know, I didn't commit it or anything. I wasn't even involved. But the thing that's crazy about it is that he came to me, started asking questions and like showing me pictures of the body and all this crazy stuff. You know what I mean? And you know, I told him I changed my life, you know. And through my actions, he kind of realized that I did actually do that. You know, at first it was hard for him to understand when he first came down to question me. And then after he talked to me for a bit, like maybe about an hour or so, he realized I was a different person. And like, by the end of it, I was supposed to sign an affidavit. And he told me, hey, he's all, make sure you sign the second line, not the first bottom line. Because he goes, if you sign that line right there, it'll say that you know something about the murder that happened. And he was looking out for me because he knew. He had asked me, well, what did it take? What did it take to change, like, who you are? And I told him the truth. That it took years of retraining myself to fit back into society properly. You know, and still to this day, I still have my troubles, man. I'm still hypervigilant. I still have problems with certain things. You know, but it's possible to get out of those things. It's just sometimes the work involved is rough. It's rough work, rough inner work that needs to be done. It's political, but born out of philosophy. Okay, I could see that. What's up, Zim? Welcome.
Are you gonna bark all day, little dog?
Tables flip, metal chairs screech on rebound. Blood on the tile, secrets spill to the sound. Identities unravel in the Tarantino mood. Comic book justice, good, never understood. Hesitation, gun drawn, twin sirens collide. Sense of right dissolved, nothing left to hide. Mass rap, I'm a cop, screaming through the haze.
Fading die like fashion. Well, like my last essay was an argumentative essay for my writing class. And it's basically about the decline and overall death of the Chicana culture, Mexican-American Chicana culture. And it has something to do with that principal concept somewhat. The involvement of gang violence and how it influenced the young men of the movement, essentially. Had a lot to do with it. But like you were saying, questioning certain traditions and the fence and why it's there makes a lot of sense. Maybe that was the situation I was in, personally, which makes sense. Yeah, because I went the other way. The reason why I was an argumentative essay is because a lot of times the factors involved will blame society at the root cause of a lot of structures falling apart. But what my perspective and argument was that the culture destroyed itself from within. And that's why it was argumentative and kind of a hot topic. And I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but I'm going to be honest with you. It feels like a lot of people that defend cultures within the substrate of the American public tend to be people not involved in that culture whatsoever. And to me, that's kind of like, I don't need somebody to come and save my culture. I would rather us save ourselves. And that's why I look at it that way. Victimization is something that we do to ourselves somewhat. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. That's the guys for me, though, Jane. Like, because you understand, like, I know I'm not a black man, but I read a lot of Malcolm X. And, like, what Malcolm X was professing, and I don't agree with everything Malcolm X said, obviously. I did it to be, objective, right? I read Malcolm X, I read Karl Marx, I read all kinds of stuff, okay? Stuff I don't agree with somewhat, because I needed a good argument. And, like, what he would say is that you have to be weary of those who are not from a culture that defends it, because their stake isn't the same as yours. The stake in that culture has to deal with the people involved with that culture, and to back someone from the culture to be the voice of the culture, not to partake in choosing somebody who's not of the culture, does not understand the culture. And I kind of feel that way when it comes to the Chicano culture for myself. Like, I don't talk about my political opinions on stream, obviously, but I'm gonna go ahead and delve a tiny bit into what my perspective is. And some people may not like it, and I'm sorry if you don't, but I'm going to talk about it anyways. You got to understand the rationale, okay? And there's a big hot topic thing right now with immigration, okay? For everybody, it's always about, they should be here or they shouldn't be here. This is the argument they're having. But the real argument, in my opinion, isn't the fact of whether or not they're supposed to be here or not be here. The real factor, and I'm going to put this out there because to me it's the truth, okay, that when you hear the Democrats, okay, so the Republicans want to take people and put them back where they belong, okay? The Democrats, when they talk about illegal immigration, like Jasmine Crockett, for instance, the first thing she says is, Well, who's gonna wash your bathroom, and who's gonna clean your yard, and who's gonna dig a ditch in the United States? And to me, automatically, in my mind, that's not an empowering thing to say about a culture that you're trying to preserve. To me, that's a neutral form of slavery that we've adopted into our American culture. Because the undesirable jobs are left for people that aren't here legally, and basically you don't give them health care so they can't take care of themselves, and you don't pay them well so that they can't complain, because you use that as a way to threaten their ability to be in the country. So to me, the Democrats don't have the best interests of illegal immigration in their mind. What it is they want a legalized form of slavery. And that might be a controversial hot topic for some people, but that's how I feel about it. Because everything that's said about illegal immigrants on the side of those who are supposed to be for the illegal immigrants has been objectively, how do I put it? Just insensitive as all hell. So to me, it's not a good way to live, like believing that these people are here to clean your toilet. These people work tirelessly for their families, you know, like that aren't from here, to support them. And you're openly okay with the idea that you're going to basically hold them up for cash, threaten them getting deported because you want them to wash your windows and clean your yard? Like I said, that's a hot topic right there. I shouldn't be talking about it on stream, but that really bugs me. Bothers me. And everybody's so casually okay with talking like that about illegal immigrants. Exactly. Now, and then, of course, for me, the realm doesn't just stop right there. The realm goes into third world, third party, lower tide, as they call it nowadays, because it's insensitive to call it the other thing, right? Where they're okay with child labor just for the sake of saving coin on both sides of political stratosphere. Like, they're okay with, you know, a 5-year-old, you know, child somewhere in Southwest Asia, Southeast Asia, doesn't matter which one, basically breaking their hands open to provide Nikes at a lower cost, yet they call themselves the party for the people. When in reality, in my opinion, that's not proof of that. That's the exact opposite of that. And of course I want, you know, more production in America so we can avoid child labor and child slavery and slavery of other countries. But that's where I'm going to stop that conversation. I'm going to stop after that. As long as you know your place, yeah. But I'm going to leave it right there. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's it. Yep, Dave, you're not wrong. You're correct. It's the truth. And this is why people that are truly civil rights leaders end up getting gunned down, man. You know? But that's the main line for me, though. Those are the main factors in me choosing who I believe and who I don't believe. It's not hard. Divide is growing, yeah. I agree. Alright, we'll see you later, Odellis. Have a good one, man.
Will you remember
Down a couple of pounds. Nice. You doing anything aside from trimming the yard? You got any other routine going on?
Fading like the summer light, but I was here, I was
Nice. What movie did you watch?
I got a habit that I can't explain. It comes over me like a roaring train. Every half hour, right on the spot. I gotta do it whether I want or not. On the trolley car, heading downtown. The conductor says, Max, settle down. But my hands are flying, keeping the beat. Slapping that rhythm from my head to my feet. Drummer knows it, he knows it. Bassman shows it, he shows it. Can't control it, can't delay.
Last Light. Oh, Last Light. I heard Last Night.
Slapping the pork all around this crazy town in New York. Born until the midnight.
That's awesome.
That fix every 30 minutes.
That's cool that he loves your bodybuilding stories.
Makes me grin like a Cheshire with a cork. At the diner counter, eating my hash. My hands start twitching in a sudden flash. The waitress hollers, what's with you, bud? I'm slapping that ham like it's made of mud. The racetrack bleachers, third horse to win. My palms are itching, here we go again. The bookie staring, thinks I've gone loco, but I'm just keeping time to my own tempo. Trumpets blaring, it's blaring. Crowd is staring, they're staring. Can't ignore it, can't refrain. Slapping pork is my campaign. I'm
He hit so hard, that guy.
slapping the pork all around this crazy town in New York. Morning till the midnight hour. I eat that fix every 30 minutes on the hour. Slapping the pork, makes me bounce like a bottle of uncorked. Eat, wop, wop, do, wop, wop. At the magic show last Tuesday night, sitting in the front row feeling right. The magician waves his wand around, and I start slapping, bam, boom, pow. He pulls a rabbit from his hat. I'm slapping rhythm, rat-a-tat-tat. The audience thinks it's part of the act, but baby, this compulsion is a natural fact. See, bop, bop, ski-a-dad. The clarinet goes bop, bop, bop. The hi-hat chatters, shaka-duck.
Last Night? Oh, okay, it was Last Night. Okay. Raging Dove. Okay, you watched Raging Dove last night. You sent me pics, dude. I can't wait to look at them. I'm glad you're so excited about it. That's awesome.
Slap, that's the pork jack. Back at the office, typing my reports. The boss man catches me mid-retort. My hands are flying on the desk, good grain. He says you're either brilliant or insane. I've tried to quit, went 29 minutes flat. Started twitching like a nervous cat. When that 30th minute comes around, I'm slapping pork to that sweet swing sound. The whole bed's cooking, they're cooking, and everybody's
Yeah, I miss the community.
because
Cause I used to work out at Gold's Gym. There used to be a really good community there. Now it's not so big as it used to be. I miss it. Like, cause they had a couple pros that used to work out there, and it was cool to hang out with them. Like David Henry used to go to the same gym I went to, who's a pro bodybuilder. I miss it. I miss it a lot. That's why I'm trying to get back into it. But I haven't been well lately, you know. I've just gotten more and more sick with time, you know. I'm like, dude, I need to get better so I can get back into the gym. I miss it. Subdonato, welcome. How you doing, man?
I used to know the weight of a crown. Now I just wonder why the ashes settle on my bare feet. My bones remember when they were There's nothing left but dust and heat and nights that last too long. But I won't curse the sky, I won't curse the sky, even when the answers never come. I won't curse the sky. They tell me I must have earned this pain, that suffering don't fall on the floor. But I've been good and I've been vain, and neither one's a cure. But I won't curse the sky, I won't curse the sky, even when the answers never come. I won't curse the sky.
Started at a local free weight gym in Indy, and then it was at Gold's, trained for my titles. That's awesome.
Sometimes I wanna let it go. Sometimes I wanna scream and rage. But something in me
Yeah, that's good. I hope you guys go both together, get super, super ripped.
Maybe faith is just a name for choosing not to break. Maybe hope is just the same as standing when you shake. So I won't curse the sky, I won't curse the sky, even when the answers never come, even when I don't know why.
I'm probably gonna play a little bit of Where Winds Meet, and it's only because I'm not feeling well. I'm still sick, so what I'm gonna do is I'll play like an hour or two of Where Winds Meet, and then I'm just gonna get off because I don't think I'm just gonna relax and rest. If I want to work some more, what I'll do is I'll just write my novel for a little bit because I'm still not feeling well. So hoping to cancel it. I hope so. Yeah, lifting weights is really good for you. Obviously, if you have contraindications, you gotta watch certain things and not do too much. But yeah, it does. Yeah, losing weight. Did you talk a lot today? I appreciate it. I missed it, actually. I miss talking. I talk too much, though. I'll probably be on tomorrow. Hopefully I feel better. It's not a really severe cold. It's just it's a tiny one. It's a tiny cold. It's one of those ones I know I'll get over quickly compared to the pneumonia, which was brutal. The Mountain from Game of Thrones, yeah. Dude, I love the Mountain. He's such a big dude, man. You know he's a strong man in real life, right? He is, like, really strong.
You left before I learned to drive, didn't even say goodbye. Mama cried, I just got tough, told myself I'd had enough. Built these walls from broken glass, every scar a photograph. Been let down since I was small, so I don't believe in love at all. But you never flinch when I fall apart. Chase the cracks and call it art. You love me anyway, even when I push you away. You see light in my decay, when I can stand my reflection's gaze. You hold me through the pain. Like
There you go, Mace, no death run. No death run 491 of 500.
I'm hard to love, I'm not okay. But you love me anyway. I talk like thunder, laugh like sin, hide my heart beneath my skin. I'm the ghost through every fight, chasing peace but losing sight. You say my
Jane, that's fair. I understand. Yeah, call me whenever you want. I just have to make sure I have your number saved. I don't answer phone numbers. I don't know. But if it says Indiana, I'm pretty sure I'll know who it is. Unless you still have a CA number.
You stay when the shadows start to bite. See the
Alright, we're gonna try. We're gonna try this game. See if it gets any better. I played the intro. Don't get mad at me. I can't create a new character.